Hi, welcome back. I hope everyone enjoyed listening to Christian's wonderful voice for an extra 5 minutes. We're here with Jake Clark, an animator on Cuphead, and we're going to go ahead and get started.
Hey.
Jake, how are you doing?
Fantastic. Yeah, it's been a sweet event so far.
Awesome. You having a good time?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. So why don't you tell us, what inspired you to get into animation?
So I can't think of any one particular thing that inspired me specifically. I mean, I grew up, I should be able to hear myself, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Do you
this
hear
is slightly
yourself?
distracting.
It's weird,
yeah,
right?
This is very strange.
Yeah, I think I sound pretty amazing. How do you?
Oh, you sound sensual.
Awesome.
Yes.
Good.
So I grew up enjoying a bunch of different animations. I mean, Ghibli stuff and the Simpsons, things like that. But what really got me into it was, I mean, at first I thought it was just magic. I didn't know what animation was. I just thought, oh, magicians create these amazing things. And then somebody showed me a cartoon that my brother made. He was in high school, and he had an IT class where he made a cartoon. It was like a weird blob man, and he was walking around, and he met different celebrities, and their heads exploded and stuff. It was really, really stupid, but
Nice.
then somebody told me my brother made that, and I was like, what? Wait, you can make cartoons? One person can make a cartoon? Oh my God. And then I found out that they just had a program at the school called ProMotion. Terrible, don't look it up. And then I managed to legally get a copy at home.
The championship edition is what we call that. It's, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
But then, since then not since then, but at the time I managed to get it at home, and then basically every day after school I'd just go home and make little stickman cartoons.
Nice.
Like a stickman riding a motorcycle away from an explosion set to Final Fantasy music, ridiculous stuff like that.
That's awesome.
Stick ninjas fighting,
Nice.
things like that.
Nice.
And then what made me wanted to get into it as a job was I saw there was a TV show on G4 TV called The Screensavers.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, it was in Canada. There were very few shows about games, animation, things like that. And I saw a cartoon by Adam Phillips called Bitey of Brackenwood.
Okay.
Yeah, which was it's just this really beautiful 2D animated cartoon, but it's made by just this one guy. Now, granted, that one guy was the head of 2D effects at Disney Australia.
Oh, all right.
But just seeing that one person could do that, could make this awesome cartoon by himself, I just figured if he could do that, then one day, if I work hard enough, if I do this enough, I could eventually be able to do that too. And then that's what started it all. Yeah.
Awesome. I think that's a good segue. I mean, obviously that guy, and watching Screensavers influenced you, and so it's possible that some of the animators in that they'd hope to encourage other people. What do you hope to accomplish with your work?
I mean, really, my goal has basically just been to make as good of animation as I can, to just make as lively animation as I can. And is this thing falling down?
No, it's practicing the art of anticipation.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna wait.
Let's keep my arm over here.
Yeah, just do that, and if it falls, then that will be follow through.
Quite entertaining.
That's an animation lesson for you.
But basically, I just want to. I mean, I've been kind of inspired by so much animation myself that I kind of want to do that for other people. In that, I mean, what inspires me about animation is when I see something that that I haven't seen before.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, that's what I want to do is just make things that haven't been seen before, that didn't exist before, that were just in your head. Obviously, that's basically what animation is already, but that's what I want to do pretty much, just to kind of create lively animation that inspires other people, that entertains other people, and also that I want to see too. There's a slightly selfish aspect to it too. I just want to make really cool stuff that I want to see that didn't exist, that I want to exist. Yeah.
Nice. And you yesterday you gave a talk about Cuphead, about the game that he's working on.
Cuphead, check it out, coming out this year soon.
Yeah.
We're getting close.
Yeah, it was a great talk. Can you talk a little bit about how you feel everything that you've done, like leading up to working on that game, like really helped you appreciate the kind of work that you're doing on it?
Sorry, could you repeat the question?
Okay, wait, let me do that again. Can you talk, like everything, so everything we've talked about, right? Like, the things that influenced you and what you hope to accomplish, like it's obviously a very unique animation way to make a game. And so can you talk a little bit about how you feel like all of that prepared you to work on Cuphead?
Yeah, so, I mean, I'm just super lucky to be working on this game, and a lot of what the game is just coming up with creative and unique ideas for characters, for animations that, again, like didn't exist before. And with Cuphead, we have a huge amount of freedom within the style and within our individual tasks to make really cool, unique things.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. What is your favorite bit of game animation?
This was a really hard one for somebody that grew up playing games since he was 3 or 4 years old and has played many, many, many games.
Yeah.
It's totally impossible to pick just like a single animation that's my favorite of all time, but can I just say all of the character animation for Link in Zelda The Wind Waker.
You can say that. I'll
Well, I
accept
just
it.
did. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
it's
I mean
good that I was okay with that.
Like when the trailer for that game came out, I was a little kid. I saw the trailer and was just so excited. I watched the trailer, 20, 30 times, probably
Nice.
more, every day basically. I was waiting for the mail to come.
Yeah.
Yeah, for like a month. But
That's awesome.
Just a big part of why I love that game so much is just the feel of Link when he's running around, all like how smooth all of his animations are, and it just feels really good to play. It just feels great to move around, feels good to swing at enemies, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's a good one to pick. I'm allowing it.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. So they've been taking selfies over there instead of setting up. I don't understand what's going on.
Oh,
so
boy.
we're gonna do it. They're telling me to do this. That's extend. That means we have to do
extend.
longer. Yeah.
You need some more questions.
Yeah, we have to make up some more questions now. So how about? Oh, Mike's taking a picture of us with his loud shirt, and let's see. Why don't you ask me a question?
Tim Borelli.
Hi, that's
Oh
me.
boy, have
Yeah.
you been interviewed today?
I have not been interviewed today.
Wow, have I got a question for you?
All right, let's do it.
What inspired you to get into animation,
You son
Tim
of a
Borelli?
bitch, you read the questions.
No.
What inspired me to get into into animation was I just really loved Saturday morning cartoons, and I just never thought that I'd be able to do it because I just didn't have the discipline. By the way, I answered this question already, but I'm going to do it for you because you
thank
haven't
you.
heard the answer yet. Yeah, I just never had the discipline to actually draw like a lot to get good
yeah?
at it. Like the shit that you do, I just don't have the internal discipline to sit there and draw thousands of things.
Well, it hugely helps that I actually get to do it as the way to make a living.
Yeah,
but
you had to get to the point where you could make a living with it, and I don't think I could ever get to that point.
Yeah,
I don't think I have that discipline. So
I think the only way that I managed. Wait, this is about you?
no,
right?
I just turned it into you, didn't I?
Okay.
Yeah, you see how
All
I
right.
did that?
That's
I'm
some
good at
pro
that.
interviewing skills.
Yeah.
But it's just such a huge advantage that I went to school for it.
Yeah.
I don't think that I would have been able to totally on my own draw and animate so much just by personal drive to get those technical skills to
Right.
such a high level. Usually when I'm doing stuff for myself, I'm not trying to just make it, I don't know, basically going to school, you're in this box I was with 20 other people, we live there, and we just work all the time, and we're inspired by each other and how much, you don't want to go home because there are these other people that are
Yeah.
still working, and
Yeah.
you should still be working too, so it just led to,
You just kind of all push each other.
yeah, we just all pushed
Yeah.
each other, and it just led to drawing an insane amount of time, and over the course of the couple years, making massive improvements. I wasn't really very good at animation prior to going to school. Going into school, I was not very good at all, and I definitely grew a huge amount that I would not have gotten otherwise on my own.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I was like the shit after I did my first animation.
Yeah,
I
ever?
was like, I wanted everybody to fucking love me, and then I sent it out. So I was on there was this mailing list when I was in school that it was an invite-only mailing list called CG Car, and I'm still in touch with a lot of people that were on that mailing list. And I remember sending out it was like my first or second character animation I'd ever done, and I was so fucking proud. I was like, this is my magnus opus. This is going to be my magnum opus.
Character animation. Period. Like
Ever.
you would never ever animate anything.
I didn't even have IK. It was all FK, like burr, 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 you know. And
it's impressive that you call it an animation.
I know. I was a little delusional. I got this far because I'm still delusional, I guess. But I sent it off. Yeah, I sent it. I don't know how. And anybody that's watching it work, I'm really good at my job.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I sent it off, and I was like, yeah, they're gonna fucking love this. They're gonna love it, and they sent feedback, and it was like industry pros, and they were like, there was no filtering on their feedback.
Oh, good.
They
That's
just
what you
fucking,
want, though,
they
right?
tore it apart, and I sat there, and I was the first one. I was like, whatever. That guy doesn't know anything. Oh, he's from Disney. That guy. Oh, he's from Pixar. I like Toy Story. And then like another guy, and and I was like.
I'm not the best. I'm not the best.
And so I just I closed my email, and I was like, I'm gonna go home and cry now. So I left because back then we didn't have email. I'm old, and we didn't have it in our dorm rooms. I had like a computer with no internet, I think. And so I went back to
unraveled the scroll.
I did. Yeah, there was a bird came in, like carrier pigeons brought it. Yeah, and so I left, and I was like, I had just went away. And then I just the next day I came in, I was like, you know what, fuck this, I'm gonna prove them wrong, and I just worked my ass off. And
that's how you do it.
Yeah,
the only way to get good is to work your ass off in whatever you do.
Yes, exactly.
Yep.
All right, so I think they're ready over there. Thank you, Jake, for taking the time to
very
talk to
much.
us. And next up is the MOBA animation talk. We have League of Legends. Alex Lehman. We have Heroes of the Storm, Lana Baczynski, and we have Paragon with Jay Hosfeld, and they're going to be playing and talking about their work. Take it away, guys.
Sounds good. See ya. Thanks for coming.